safe at your home, right? Okay, today we will discuss about the remaining part of the protista, because we had divided the protista on the basis of nutrition in the three different classes, right? Holophytic mode of on the basis of holophytic mode of nutrition we had discussed in our previous lecture. Today we will discuss about the saprophytic protista and the protozoans. These are two different classes of the protista. Firstly, the saprobic, as the name indicate, these are the protista, which are we commonly known as the protistan fungi, right? Because they behave like a fungus, because they are saprophytic in nature. They feed on the decaying organic matter like the fungus. That's why we will call the saprobic protista. The best example for this is slime mold. Actually, the slime mold is act as a fungus. Protistan fungus is the common name of slime mold, and they have naked protoplasm is present in that case, and the cell wall is made up of cellulose, right? Or if cell wall is present, otherwise they are without cell wall. Actually, they are the protoplasm is without cell wall. Their locomotion is performed by a false feet is called a pseudopodia. And one important thing about, if I told you that if cell wall is present, it is made up of cellulose. If it is not present, right, in most of the cases these are without cell wall actually. One thing about is that they feed on the decaying matter, dead organic matter simply, and the various kind of reproduction takes place in case of saprophytic, asexual as well as sexual kind of mode of reproduction. During the asexual reproduction, there is the spore formation takes place. In case of spores, cell wall is present, right? The spores are present or made during the asexual mode of reproduction, and their wall is made up of actually cellulose. In the adult structure, in the adult body, the cell wall is absent, right? So spores are present in case of the asexual mode of reproduction. But one more thing about that, if the condition is favorable, if the condition is favorable, then at that condition these spores collectively aggregate and form a structure is called the plasmodium, and through which the plasma of the two spores are combined and the new plant body is formed. New body is formed. If the condition is unfavorable, there is no favorable environment for these spores, in that condition these spores are converted into the fruiting body, and these body germinate into the new plant body simply. It means slime molds are formed simply, right? So this is about the asexual mode of reproduction. Sexual mode of reproduction is also takes place in the saprophytes, and it is of different type. It may be anisogamy or isogamy. Simply anisogamy, it means gametes are of two unequal size, and isogamy, it means gametes are of same size and structure. Third type of protista are protozoans actually, and these protozoans maximum are parasitic in nature and survive on their predators. So according to their locomotion and movement, they are further divided into four classes. First is the amoeboid, as the name indicates. They amoeba is present in that protozoan class. In that, these kind of animals release out their false feet, which is called pseudopodia, for engulfing the food material and remove out the wasting material simply. And so movement takes place with this pseudopodia, and amoeba is present in that class, so it's called amoeboid. Next is the flagellated. These animals actually consist the flagella, and from the flagella, they locomotion takes place in that kind of animals. They are also parasitic in nature. Ciliated, it means the cilia is present into the entire body surface. For example, the paramecium, and they survive on the food on the predators. Next are the sporozoans, the part of the protozoa which produce the spores. For example, the mosquito They produce the spores in the favorable environment, and these spores are develop into the adult body, and they are also parasitic in nature. They feed on the blood of the human simply, and they also cause malaria. Protozoans are very harmful. Similarly, these flagellates are also causes various disease. For example, the sleeping sickness is a disease which is caused by flagellated protozoans, right? So this is the very common about the sporobic and protozoans of the protista. Next kingdom is our fungus. It is a very important kingdom. Fungus are similarly, we had discussed about the slime mold, is that they fungus also feed on the saprophytes. They are also called the saprophytes. They feed on the dead decaying matter. Firstly, we will discuss about the study of fungus. The study of fungus is called the mycology. Mycology means the study of fungus simply, right? Fungus are the multicellular as well as unicellular. Both kind of fungus are present. Few lower kind of fungus are unicellular in nature, and mostly they are multicellular and eukaryotic in nature, right? They have capability of absorption from the moist soil like the plants, but because they do not have green pigment like the plants, so that they cannot perform the photosynthesis like the plant. So it is the drawback of fungus. That's why they are saprophytic, because for the feeding they depend on the other organic substances, maybe decaying substances, for fulfill their requirements. If we will discuss about the habitat of the fungus, they actually survive and grow into the warm and humid environment. You can say that the warm and humid environment is required for the growth of the fungus actually. Next, if we will discuss about the structure, if we will discuss the basic structure about the fungus, is that they have a thread-like structure like these. These thread-like structure are very large in size, right? These thread-like structure is called hyphae, and the network of these hyphae is called the mycelium, right? A network of hyphae is called mycelium, and these hyphae and mycelium actually help in the absorption of various materials from the moist soil, because they actually survive in the moist condition, warm and moist and humid environment. So they help in the absorption of that material. If we will discuss about the cell structure, the cell wall is made up of a chitin and a polysaccharide. This chitin make this fungus survival in the humid environment, you can say that, because chitin is a dead carbohydrate which protect the animal from the outer environment, because it is a hard polysaccharide carbohydrate. Right. Next, if we will discuss about the nutrition, fungus are saprophytic, feed on dead decaying organic matter. Instead of this, they are symbiotic also. Few fungus are symbiotic in nature. It means they with the help of algae, they perform the symbiotic association and share their materials. For example, the mycorrhiza, it is a fungus which make an association, symbiotic association with the green algae, and because they have large thread-like structure hyphae, these hyphae of mycorrhiza absorb the nutrient materials and give it to the algae, green algae, because algae do not have root-like structure, so they help for the absorption. And because algae have a pigment, so they can synthesize the food with the help of these material and give the synthesized food to the mycorrhiza, the algae, and how by this way they both are associated with each other and make a structure is called lichen. Lichen is the association of actually of mycorrhiza and green algae. So they show the symbiotic association as well, and they are saprophytic obviously because they are fungus, so they are saprophytic. It means feed on the dead organic substances. Next, if we will discuss about the vegetative mode of reproduction, fungus also show the vegetative mode of reproduction by the fragmentation, the small hyphae divided into fragments due to the water current, and these fragments convert into the new plant body, new organism. And budding, obviously, the best example is the yeast. Yeast are like this. The small buds arise from the parent body. When the favorable environment is occur, these bud is detached from the parent body and attached to the substratum and start to grow up. So budding is very common in the yeast. And obviously the fission is also vegetative part of reproduction in case of fungus. Instead of vegetative reproduction, they also perform the asexual and sexual mode of reproduction is also there. Asexual reproduction is generally occur with the help of spores in case of fungus, and the spore actually present, the spore body is actually present only in start from the fungus and slime mold. In any other organism there is no spore or asexual. In asexual reproduction there is no spore formation takes place. Instead of fungus, only fungus have the capability for formation of spores. Right, these spores are different type of in case of fungus. For example, first is the zoospores. They produce inside the body, but they are motile in nature. It means they can move into the environment for development, for searching their favorable environment simply. Next are the alpenospore or sporangiospore. They are also produced inside the body, but they are not motile. They after maturation they actually spread out into the substratum and grow up at that place. They cannot move because they have no locomotory organ. Third type of spores are the conidia is called. They are exogenous. It means they are produced outside the body, right? But they are also non-motile. They produce outside the body. If environment is favorable, they grow up into the new body simply. So sexual reproduction is a complex method in case of fungus by the fusion of the plasmogamy, then the fusion of the nucleus, the karyogamy. So we will discuss into the next lecture.